Hi, I've gotten a lot of questions lately on my journey with hormone therapy and replacement and all those types of things. So I wanted to share a little bit today to maybe help give some other people some help and support that I didn't necessarily have when I started this journey about 7 years ago. So I had gone through a hysterectomy at the age of 42, and by 46 was feeling all these weird symptoms. Now, I didn't really know what those symptoms meant because my doctors didn't even ask me questions that would lead down the path of, oh, that might be early menopause, that might be your hormones. So I just got to this point where I actually felt crazy. I had hot flashes, I had night sweats, um, mental fog, moodiness, crankiness, anxiety, depression, all of it. Just no sex drive, the entire 9 yards. And so finally, I took an online quiz somehow that landed in my lap and realized this might be menopause. So I went to a doctor. I knew I did not want synthetic replacements. I try to do as natural and healthy as I can, and so synthetic was not going to be for me. So I went to bioidentical hormone therapy replacement, which was the best option at the time. And when I went through the initial doctor's appointment, the doctor said, I've never seen anyone with hormones as low as you. So there you go. From there, I started the journey of using the pellets. So these are the little pellets that they inject into your rear end, actually. They slice open, place on your butt, and they inject it right into you. So a couple of challenges that I have. First of all, it made me feel much better. So I was feeling terrible, like absolutely horrible. And so this did make me feel better. The cost, though, of that feeling better were a couple of things. First of all, it was very expensive. I averaged about $3,600 a year on the doctor's visits and all those types of things. It was an up and down cycle. So you would get it injected. You'd be on this high of your hormones working. They would kind of level out for a few weeks, and then you'd start to go down again as they wore out of your body. And so then you'd have to go in for blood work, see where your hormone levels were, and then they'd come back and they'd restart the whole process again. So your body really went through all these ups and downs. So that was a little bit disconcerting, not great, but again, better than where I had been before. So it's also time consuming. You have to go to the doctor. I was going about every 6 weeks for either blood work or the pellet injection. And so you're going to doctor's offices, you're scheduling doctor's offices, you're sitting and waiting in doctor's offices. So all that was going on. It's also literally a pain in your rear end. It's not comfortable. It's not terrible, but it's not comfortable. And you can't sit in any water for about a week after. So no baths, no hot tubs, no swimming, nothing for about a week after you get your pellet insertion. So I used this for about 6 years, and it again worked. But at certain points, they were also putting me on a little bit higher doses of testosterone because that's what the doctor, in his experience, had found helped women feel a little bit better, gave them a little more energy, those types of things. It also gives you a couple of weird side effects, ladies, because we're not supposed to have great amounts of testosterone. We're supposed to have a little more estrogen. So there were some weird side effects along the line that I'm not going to get into here on this video. But let's just suffice it to say that it's not exactly how a woman always wants to feel or experience. So about 6 months ago, so this was July of 2023, a friend introduced me to a natural supplement that helps your body to regulate your hormones more naturally. I thought, what the heck? At this point, I'll give it a try. I said, what side effects are there? And she's like, there aren't really any. It's natural, and it's going to help your body regulate the way it's supposed to. So worst case scenario, it just doesn't work for you. It doesn't interact with other drugs, doesn't do things like that. So I'm like, let's try it. So I was mid-cycle in my bioidentical replacement when I started this. So I started with a low dose of this supplement. And then I did not go back for my next pellet replacement, which was due about 8 weeks later. And I've never gone back. I feel great. I do not have the ups and downs. I am just steady. My body is regulating my hormones daily, hourly, minute by minute as needed, which is what our bodies are supposed to do. So the journey for me has been fantastic. I feel much better. I have more mental clarity. I have more energy, all that hot flashes and low sex drive and the whole 9 yards. It's all gone. And I feel like me again. And that is the biggest piece. Even with bioidentical, where I felt better, I didn't feel like me. I still felt like my mood was being altered, like my body was being altered. So that's my journey. If you're interested in hearing what I did do, I'm happy to connect with you. I don't just give out the information because I want to make sure it's the right fit, and I'm not just sending people to get something that's not a good fit for them. But I'd be happy to talk more. I love connecting people with things that make them feel healthy and happy, and because we all show up in life a lot better when we're feeling good. So if you have any questions, let me know. I hope this inspires you to at least look and seek and don't stop